Hey you guys, so this is the soft spoken version of the tile and let's just say a few other items video. I'm tapping on this tile floor pretty fast, pretty aggressively, and then there's a few other items I will grab throughout the time. As Atrice says, it's like as a little palette cleanser of sound. I don't remember, Atrice, which video you said that on, but it made perfect sense. So there's just something about this tile floor with the long nails that just sounds so good. I'm glad you guys like it too. I love filming these videos on this floor, and each time I kind of add a few other sounds in, like the jeans, and I'm gonna grab a few things from around me too. So, how are you guys doing? How is everything? Trying to think like what month it is and like what season it is in life in the US. Not just in the US, around the world too. I want to know how everyone's doing. It's like spring, where are we at in like school, studies, work? It's interesting how in different countries different seasons bring about different changes in our lives. So yeah, here in Egypt it's the month of Ramadan. So life is quite different in Egypt during the month of Ramadan. If you're familiar with that, it's 1 month of fasting that Muslims do from sunrise to sunset for about 30 days. So people do tend to be awake much later in the night, and like nightlife is even later than usual here, and we wake up later too because of just everyone sleeping later, so it's quite a unique month here. This is just my water bottle. Lately I've been doing this thing where like I just fill this with water. I usually just use bottled water, and I take like a few little like trays that I get with my vegetables and fruits here, like little plastic trays, and I fill them with water and any like extra food or things like that, and I like put them in this area where we have lots of like wild dogs and cats. There's wild dogs and cats all over Egypt, but it's really sweet because a lot of people do this. They put little like bowls of water and bowls of food and things like that for all the animals that are like wild, and it's really sweet. Let's try this little pitter patter on the legs. I just had to switch positions So I also got these like kind of like dog jerky treats, like sticks, like beef sticks or something like that. And I'm really excited because I always want to give them some food. So I'm excited to like have that with me, and I can give them like the food when they are needing it, and put out a little water for them. I just love their little cute faces everywhere. There's little dogs and cats everywhere. I talk to all of them. Every time I pass like a dog or cat, I call them like my love, nugget, little one, cute face, you know. This is just my little bath mat that I purchased from IKEA. So I put this outside the bathroom door as almost like a doormat for leaving the bathroom, because the bathrooms here just get filled with water. It's like a water room. Water's all over the floor, and you use like a squeegee to squeegee it up, move it back into the corner of the room where there's like a hole in the ground where the water will go. But like you just come out with like extra wet feet. And I have this weird OCD thing that I do where I actually wear what are they called? Sandals? No. Ship. I'm trying to think of the word in English. In Arabic, in Hamiya, the Egyptian Arabic, we call it ship. Sandal? Flip-flop, that's what we call it. So I wear these like flip-flops in the shower because like I just can't even, I just like, you know, I just have this weird thing about it. So when I come out, it's like wet shoes essentially. So I step on the mat, they dry, and then it leaves less of a trail of water everywhere. But yeah, that was from IKEA, just a little bath mat, very, very cheap, but works really well. This is just my Nike shoe, running shoe, but I use it for dance. I always get one pair of these each year on Amazon, and then I just use it for like the whole year and repeat, grab the newest version of it, sort of. I primarily use these for like Zumba classes and like workout classes at the gym that I go to. I've mentioned this before, but I want to ask again. Has anyone else heard of the exercise class, like a workout class called Pound? I think it might be a section of Zumba or something like that, but it's a class where you like have these drumsticks essentially, and you use them to like drum on the floor and in the air as you work out to like music, and the drum beats like go with the music, you know. So fun. I love that class. I think I smile the whole time, so into it. The songs like they choose are really good, and you can like hit the beat. I really like being on the beat and on like in the right rhythm when it comes to like dance and exercise classes with music. And admittedly, I get fairly annoyed when people teaching are not on the right beat. This happens a lot, I've found, especially like mainly maybe I would say in exercise classes, because it's not a dance class, like you're not required to have rhythm, but when it's like set to music and you're supposed to be hitting a move at that moment and it's supposed to be kind of like hard hitting, like if you're missing the beat, like you're taking away some of that oomph and motivation of that like joy of doing it with music. And it's like it irritates me way too much than it should. I'm always like irritated with myself for being that irritated. I can't, like, it's like a pet peeve, I guess you could say, when people off the beat. I don't know. Can't do it. But again, to clarify, it only irritates me if you're the teacher. If you're just in the class, okay, no problem. But if it's like you're the one teaching, like, I can't do it. I think about it the whole class. A little bit of a spray bottle situation here. This has got some dish soap and water in it. That's what I use as a cleanser. So this is a great like kitchen, bathroom cleanser. Kind of like a natural, not super natural, and it has dish soap in it, but not like chemicals and things like that, I guess. A while back I started making my own like cleansers. I did a video about it a long time ago. And I just kind of like enjoy it. They're really easy and cheap. And like my like glass cleaner is like a tiny bit of vinegar and just water. And it works so well. So yeah, I enjoy this. I really think these nails are pretty. They've got just some gems on those two nails. In fact, the whole set, there were only two in the whole set that had this like gem stuff on it. Little fake gems. Which usually when you get packs of nails, like you'll get multiple that have the design on them, because not every nail fits perfectly on different people's nail beds, because we're all different sizes and stuff. So the packs of nails that I get come in with usually 28 nails, so that you can fit them just right to your size of nail for all your fingers. So I was a little surprised that this whole pack came with only two nails that had the design on them, because if this particular size doesn't fit any of your nails, you've been ripped off. You didn't get the designed one. So there is a no talking version of this as well, and I will try to link it below. But in the no talking version, in the comment section, someone had mentioned the colouring of the nails and my outfit and the tile and liking them together, and it made me really happy, because I usually try to do that on purpose. I try to like match my nails and outfit to like themes and things like that. Like, so I like that they noticed this. It's going with like creams and greys and light pinks, because the nails kind of have that like light mauve, creamy colour. I don't know if you can hear, but the AC is on. It's like humming in the background. You could kind of hear it change when I changed positions just now, but it's been quite warm this week. So I've actually turned the air conditioner on for the first time in many months in Egypt. So I've just started turning the AC on like the last 2 weeks. But it was months where it was like freezing cold in here. And I had the heater on, so it's been a bit of a change of pace, and it's nice. I'm very thankful for the AC. Like very thankful for it. I was telling a friend the other day, somehow this came up. I was remembering so I lived in India for 2 years, and I did not have AC there. There's just like a ceiling fan. So hot. We were like trying to calculate how hot it gets in Fahrenheit there. Like, I think, I can't say like that I'm correct on this. I would say that, because it was in Celsius at the time, and I'm not remembering the exact numbers when I was there in Celsius, but really hot, like people like it's not safe kind of heat, like 140, 145 Fahrenheit, and the most humidity you could ever imagine. And my friend was like, "But did you have air conditioning?" I was like, "No, I didn't." And so I'm like so grateful for AC. Because it was like, I just remember like walking during the day or night, and my clothes are just completely wet, just from humidity and heat. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to run. You're just sweating. It's just you're completely wet at all times. So thank God for air conditioning. And the fan, like, cool. The fan kind of moved hot air around. That's the best way to put it. So I learned this trick while I was there. I kind of realised, like, if I put water on my body and lay under the fan, it cools your body down so much. So every like few hours, I'd wake up, walk into the bathroom, dump a bucket of water on my head, because same as in Egypt, and it's the same in India, the whole bathroom's just for like water. You just can go everywhere. So I just dumped a bucket of really just like water on my head, as warm water, but it doesn't matter, because your body has like the water on it, and when the fan hits it, it cools your body temperature down significantly. So I would do that every few hours so that I could actually sleep. So that's a trick if you're ever in really hot, humid weather and you do have a fan, but you can't have or afford an air conditioner. Just find a spot where you can dump water on yourself every few hours. Like, get your hair completely wet, your body completely wet, and then lay back down under the fan, and you'll cool off so much. Before I kind of discovered that worked, I would freeze a water bottle in like the freezer that was in someone else's place on this campus, and then I would sleep with it. But it didn't work. It did not help very much. Like, it kind of gave relief to like one part of the body. But the dumping the water with the fan, that was key. for those of you from Eastern cultures, I'll answer the question. You're probably thinking, no, I never got a cold from doing that. Never. It just cooled my body down so nicely. What do you think about this pitter-patter movement on the leg like this? I kind of like it. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Bye for now.